Hello A2 Garage viewers. I was recently contacted by a company called Fotopro to test out their new flexible tripod called the UFO2. I will put a link down in the description. It's only $20 and I'm going to start this video off with an unboxing since this is what I got in the mail. Just a box. So, nice tidy little package. You can see it says Fotopro UFO2 set, and the set I believe comes with like a clip so that you can put your camera on it as well, and a couple other little things. So it is a flexible leg tripod like you often see, except this one looks a little bit different. They're almost more like tentacles, sort of. Like they can just wrap around anything. They don't have the ball joints like a lot of tripods do. At least that's what the pictures look like online. Ooh, dropping stuff already. Should have done this on a real table, I suppose. So that's all that's in the box. We've got a manual. Some kind of clip here, I believe that's for the phones, and this is the tripod itself. Plus we've got another screw, and it looks like a GoPro mount, the sort of three-pronged version that I believe GoPros use. So we'll just start with the main affair. This is the tripod itself. So you can see these have a very rubberized coating actually. And they kind of just bend sort of like, I don't even know how to describe it. It kind of feels like stiff silly putty. But yeah, so these are supposed to be able to kind of bend into any shape, which is really nice. This is definitely more advanced than the little tripod I'm using to hold up my phone right now, but you can see I can kind of just wrap it around my arm, and that's actually really nice and stable. You can see it, I can put some weight on that. So this is going to be really useful for me because I film in a lot of weird conditions and terrains. The legs also kind of click in and out so you can sort of keep them straight for storage or getting as much height as possible, or obviously a more stable platform. So you can see how that would work. And then it uses just a standard camera, I believe it's a 1/4-inch screw, and you can also take that off by removing this wheel and put on the other ball joint accessories, I believe. There's a little pad on this platform. This is supposed to be able to support 800 grams, which is about 1.75 pounds, so that's fairly hefty. It'll definitely support my phone. I believe it'll support most smaller cameras. I don't really know about DSLRs. I'm not extremely experienced with those, but that's the rating they give anyway. You could probably push it a little, but I wouldn't try to hang it off of something to the side. But speaking of which, that actually is kind of useful that you'd be able to put this over something and get any kind of angle on it. So that's the main affair. And then, like I said, there's the GoPro tripod mount, which just screws onto that top there. There is another screw here, which, I'll be honest, I'm not exactly sure what it does yet. And then there's this clip. So it does come with a Fotopro branded strap. Now this has a battery on-off. Well, I think this is a Bluetooth receiver. It mentions something about that. For a Bluetooth receiver to be able to take pictures with your camera via Bluetooth. And then you do have this extendable phone clip, which has a screw on the bottom so that you can screw it in that way and put your phone in it, which I'll definitely be using all the time because I'm filming you right now on my Pixel 2 XL. And it also has a spot for the screw in the back, so you can also screw it like that and have the camera supported in a different way. So that's the full kit. I just wanted to do a quick unboxing for you, and then I will be using this tripod for the foreseeable future on the channel. And after I've used it for probably at least several videos, I will do the rest of this review and add it to this video. So I'm really looking forward to using this because right now the tripod I'm using is basically a version of this that's about maybe 1/3 to 1/2 the size, but the legs are really stiff, they're really hard to position, they definitely don't have this much flexibility, and the tightening method for the actual mount for the camera, or the attachment, is really janky. I actually welded together a wing nut to get it to stay where I need it, and so this is going to be hopefully a lot better. And I have had some really crappy cheap tripods in the past which tend to fall apart, especially the ball joint kind. They loosen up over time, and who knows, this may be articulating balls on the inside, but it seems like it's a lot more infinitely flexible, so that's really cool. And it's also rubber, so it's nice and grippy. You can see, like, I can kind of, go to town with this thing and it still sort of stays where I need it to. So I am actually using the phone clip and the tripod itself right now, the Fotopro UFO2, and they're working great. You can see it's pretty stable. I can kind of shake it pretty hard. I seem to be able to tighten everything down well. The ball joint holder is made of plastic, and plastic parts are usually what wears over time, especially if you get any automotive fluids on them. So that's the only part of this tripod that I'm really kind of worried about. I was kind of hesitant about buying myself a new tripod for a long time because I really didn't want to spend $20, $30 or more on a tripod that I may not like that much, and I already had something that worked. Lots of bugs out right now, and I try to make do with what I have on this channel because I am on a real budget. I will say for $20 this feels like a solid product so far. I really can't give you any long-term views, but the flexible legs are definitely exactly what I was looking for. Hopefully that plastic ball joint mount holds up. And if anybody else has used this tripod or wants to test it out and let me know how it's been, totally leave a comment down below. You know I love talking to y'all. I figured I should probably give you a little overview of this manual. So it does talk about the 1/4" universal thread, the angled ball, the flexible legs, flexible feet, basically just everything you need to know about how you can use this. You can see it's attached to a pole there holding up a camera. I definitely buy that it can do that after my initial testing. And yes, it is a Bluetooth remote control right here that I was showing you before. And so that can basically hook up to any camera that can connect to a Bluetooth shutter. So that's really cool. Looks like it's mostly meant for phones, obviously, but that's a nice little item they include with the $20 package. So just figured I'd give you all an overview of what the actual manual says and what all the parts do in the box. That's basically my intro for this camera tripod. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing, and I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the review. Again, link in the description on Amazon.com. Thank you very much. Hello again, folks. It's been about 2 weeks since I was sent the UFO2 tripod by Fotopro, and so far I've pretty much been loving it. I use it pretty much every day because I have been doing daily uploads on my channel. I really like the rubberized finish on the legs, which seem to be basically a coated steel wire, so that's why they can kind of flex infinitely. I see no signs of fatigue or issues with the reliability so far. And I will say that I do still prefer this to the articulating ball style of a lot of other tripods like GorillaPods, and I think that this holds on just as well, if not better, and will probably be more reliable over time from my experience. One of the worry spots for me was this plastic ball joint, but I've had no problem so far. It still articulates just fine, and I think because of how little it actually flexes, those parts shouldn't fatigue too quickly. I can tighten it down nice and hard and have no issues. I have been using the provided phone clamp with my Pixel 2 XL, which is a fairly large phone, and I think this will fit most phones with no problem unless you have a particularly huge phone. And I will say that even though I have to offset it a little bit because otherwise the volume buttons get hit by the clamp, the tripod has had no problem compensating for that off-center weight. The ball joint holds up and does not flex and take the shot out of frame. So overall, I have no qualms recommending this product for the $20 price tag that it is in most places. I believe right now on Amazon you can get it for somewhere between $16 and $19, depending on the package you want to get, what accessories come with it. And I think that's a great price overall. Were I shopping around for tripods, this would definitely be one that I would consider. And given the other ones I've used, I really like this style of leg. My one other complaint is that these legs do latch out into a second position, and if you're not careful, you can catch your skin right there, and it's really a pain, literally. But you just need to know to keep your fingers out of the way. So overall, I really like this tripod. It's been very useful for my channel. Thank you so much to Fotopro for sending it out to me to review. The UFO2 is so far a great product. If I have any issues with it in the future, I will let you know. If you have any other questions about this item or my channel, please leave a comment below. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't. I'm still doing daily videos, so hit the notification bell if you don't mind, and thank you very much for watching 802 Garage. Catch you soon.